They say the Philippines is a tropical paradise, but few know it holds geographical secrets older than human history itself. Have you ever heard of a waterfall that appears from nowhere? Or an island that was once part of mainland Asia? Beyond the beaches lies a land of geological miracles. Join us as we unveil 25 mind-blowing facts. From deep-sea mysteries to ancient highlands that prove truth is indeed stranger and more beautiful than fiction. The first mariners of Mindoro. Archaeological discoveries in Mindoro in 2025 reveal that early Filipinos possessed advanced maritime technology over 35,000 years ago. Stone tools and evidence of seafaring prove they were capable of crossing deep waters long before Western exploration began. These were not accidental drifters, but skilled navigators who understood currents, wind patterns, and open sea survival. This finding reshapes the old wave migration theory and confirms that maritime mastery has been part of Filipino identity since prehistoric times. Bohol, first UNESCO Global Geopark of the Philippines. Bohol is officially recognized as the first UNESCO Global Geopark in the Philippines due to its extraordinary geological heritage. Beyond the iconic Chocolate Hills, it contains the rare Danajon Double Barrier Reef, one of only 6 double barrier reefs in the world. Bataan-Cavite Interlink Bridge. The Bataan-Cavite Interlink Bridge, stretching approximately 32 kilometers across Manila Bay, is set to become one of the longest ocean-crossing bridges in the world. Once completed, it will directly connect Bataan and Cavite, dramatically reducing travel time. Beyond infrastructure, it symbolically links historic wartime sites like Bataan and Corregidor to rapidly developing economic hubs. It represents engineering ambition and national connectivity on an unprecedented scale. Philippine Rise, Benham Rise. The Philippine Rise, also known as Benham Rise, is a massive underwater plateau east of Luzon that is larger than the island itself. Officially recognized as part of Philippine territory, it contains rich marine biodiversity and vast fisheries resources. Often described as a food bank for the future, its pristine coral ecosystems remain largely untouched. Banaue Rice Terraces, a living engineering system. The Banaue Rice Terraces are over 2,000 years old and function through an intricate gravity-fed irrigation system carved into the mountains. Built without modern machinery, they channel water from forested mountaintops down through layered paddies with precision. Despite concerns of abandonment, preservation efforts are reviving active farming in the terraces. They remain a living agricultural system, not just a historical monument. Emden Deep, 10,540 meters below. Emden Deep, the deepest point of the Philippine Trench, plunges approximately 10,540 meters below sea level. At that depth, the pressure exceeds 1,000 times surface pressure. Even if Mount Everest were placed upside down into the trench, its peak would still remain underwater. This abyss represents one of the deepest and least explored environments on Earth, located just east of the Philippine archipelago. Puerto Princesa Underground River. The Puerto Princesa Underground River is a UNESCO World Heritage Site that flows directly from a limestone cave system into the sea. Stretching over 8 kilometers, it features massive chambers, stalactites, and stalagmites formed over millions of years. It is one of the few underground rivers in the world connected directly to ocean tides. The site combines geological rarity with ecological significance. Lake Pinatubo. Lake Pinatubo formed in the crater of Mount Pinatubo after its catastrophic 1991 eruption. What was once a destructive volcanic event transformed into a serene turquoise lake over time. The lake now stands as one of the country's most stunning natural attractions. It demonstrates how volcanic devastation can eventually create new landscapes of remarkable beauty. Asik Falls. Asik Falls is unique because its water does not flow from a visible river above, but springs directly from fissures in a moss-covered cliff. Stretching approximately 140 meters wide, the curtain-like waterfall emerges from underground aquifers filtered through layers of rock. This rare formation creates a lush vertical wall of flowing water. It is considered one of the most unusual waterfalls in Southeast Asia. Camiguin, Island of Volcanoes. Camiguin holds the record for having more volcanoes per square kilometer than any other island on Earth, with 7 volcanoes within just 23 kilometers of land. Its volcanic soil produces exceptionally fertile farmland, especially known for sweet Lanzone's fruit. Despite its fiery geological foundation, it remains a peaceful and thriving community. Its landscape reflects both danger and abundance. The Philippines has 7,641 islands. The official island count of the Philippines was updated from 7,107 to 7,641 after new surveys by the National Mapping and Resource Information Authority NAMRIA. Advanced mapping technology identified additional landmasses and previously unrecorded islets. This means the country has over 500 more islands than once believed. Exploring one island per day would take more than 20 years to complete. Taal Volcano, a geographic puzzle. Taal Volcano is structured as an island within a lake, within an island within a lake within an island. Located on Luzon, Taal Lake contains Volcano Island, which itself holds a crater lake with a small islet known as Vulcan Point. This nested geological formation makes it one of the most complex volcanic landscapes in the world. It is often compared to a natural Russian doll. 100 Islands National Park. 100 Islands National Park contains 124 islands at low tide, but only 123 at high tide, as one island submerges completely underwater. Located in Pangasinan, the park's mushroom-shaped limestone formations were sculpted by ancient coral growth and erosion. The visible island count changes with tidal movements. It is a dynamic landscape shaped daily by the sea. Philippine eagle. The Philippine eagle is considered the largest eagle in the world in terms of length and wing surface area, with a wingspan reaching up to 2 meters. Endemic to the Philippines, it inhabits dense forest canopies and preys on mammals and reptiles. Once called the monkey-eating eagle, it is now recognized as a symbol of national pride. It remains critically endangered due to habitat loss. Pasig River, a reversing river. The Pasig River can reverse its flow direction during high tide in the dry season. Normally draining Laguna de Bay into Manila Bay, it experiences tidal backflow when seawater pushes inland. This makes it a tidal estuary rather than a simple one-way river. The phenomenon demonstrates how ocean tides directly influence inland waterways. San Juanico Strait. San Juanico Strait narrows to about 2 kilometers at its tightest point, forcing massive volumes of water to accelerate through the passage. The compressed flow creates strong currents and whirlpools that resemble a fast-moving river. It separates Samar and Leyte while connecting 2 major seas. The strait's power lies in its narrow geography. El Nido, 250 million years old. The limestone cliffs of El Nido are composed of Permian limestone dating back over 250 million years. These formations were once ancient coral reefs submerged under prehistoric seas before tectonic uplift raised them skyward. Their sharp, jagged appearance reflects millions of years of erosion and geological transformation. They predate the dinosaurs. Corregidor Island. Corregidor Island served as a strategic fortress guarding the entrance to Manila Bay during World War II. Its distinct tadpole shape and elevated terrain made it ideal for defense. The ruins of the mile-long barracks remain as reminders of wartime resistance. Its geography shaped its military importance. Palawan, once part of Asia. Palawan was once geologically attached to mainland Asia before tectonic shifts separated it millions of years ago. Its flora and fauna differ significantly from the rest of the Philippines due to this origin. Species like the Philippine mouse deer and bearcat trace their lineage to continental ecosystems. Palawan is essentially a fragment of Asia that drifted southward. Mount Apo. Mount Apo is the highest peak in the Philippines at 2,954 meters above sea level and is a potentially active stratovolcano. Located in Mindanao, it supports diverse ecosystems and geothermal energy production. Its slopes host endemic species and indigenous communities. It stands as the country's tallest natural landmark. Yami Island. Yami Island, also known as Mavalis Island, is the northernmost point of the Philippines and lies closer to Taiwan than to Manila. Located in Batanes, it marks the country's extreme northern boundary. Its position highlights the Philippines' proximity to East Asia. It serves as a geographic bridge between nations. Powai Church, Earthquake Baroque. Powai Church is a prime example of earthquake baroque architecture, built with thick buttresses and low, wide structures to withstand seismic activity. Constructed during Spanish colonial times, it incorporates coral stones and local materials. Its design reflects adaptation to the Philippines' earthquake-prone geography. It remains one of the country's most resilient heritage structures. Taal Lake? Sunken towns beneath. Taal Lake conceals submerged towns that were inundated following major volcanic eruptions in the 18th century. Settlements such as Old Tanawan were lost when the land sank and water levels rose. The lake's expansion permanently altered local geography. Beneath its waters lie remnants of former communities. The fifth longest coastline in the world. The Philippines has a coastline measuring approximately 36,289 kilometers, ranking fifth longest in the world. This extensive shoreline surpasses that of countries like the United States, China, and Australia. With thousands of islands, no location in the country is far from the sea. The coastline defines its culture, economy, and identity as a maritime nation. These 25 facts are more than just trivia to be memorized. They are the fingerprints of the Almighty on our archipelago. They tell us that we live in one of the most dynamic, dangerous, and dazzlingly beautiful places on Earth. Thank you for taking this journey with us. It is a privilege to explore our home with you. If you learned something new about the Philippines today, please share this video with a friend, because history and beauty are best enjoyed when they are shared.